two fellas from Kansas and a whatever from Indiana
are looking for the signs and into the stars for the perfect pair of motion pictures.
out there.
A couple of flicks, three corn-fed cinephiles, otherworldly connections.
This is the Midwestern Crop Circle Double Feature.
Yet another movie podcast. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Midwestern Crop Circle Double Feature podcast. Yet another movie podcast. Welcome, where we have the double meets the feature, the superhero sequel meets the low-budget metaphor for drug use. Hello, I am Zay, and I hail from the place where the Indy 500 comes from. And here with us we have...
I'm Brett. Hello, hello.
Do I need to really say where I'm from?
I don't know.
I was going to let you do it for both of us because you're more clever than I am.
I am from the most... Okay, let's... On the day of this recording, Brett and I both hail from the state that has, 50% of the state that has broken the news that the United States is about to have a royal wedding. I'm Christian, by the way. And that is the Taylor Swift, is it? And Travis Kelce are engaged, and it's been nonstop torture on social media today. Girl better get that prenup. Travis ain't never read something that long before.
I saw that tweet.
Yes. So here we are, once again, movies that I was forced to watch.
I would just like to clarify that we're from the Kansas side, not the Missouri side.
They
There's
don't need to know that.
Significant difference. They do.
Brett the other day missed my big recital so he could go to the football game that my taxes paid for.
Football's already happening?
Yes.
The hell? We just had the
Yeah.
Super Bowl.
That was in February.
I don't care. We should stop doing it for 18 months. Give me an 18-month break.
You know, we also have baseball going on at the same time right now, too.
We do.
All right.
But now that football's starting, people don't care about baseball anymore. That's how it usually goes.
Meaning the tickets will be cheaper for me.
Exactly.
You broke the news in the group chat, but what's this about Cracker Barrel?
Oh, yes. Cracker Barrel is keeping the, what's his name? The Cracker. The old man.
The one churning the butter? Is that what he's doing?
No, he's sitting by a Cracker Barrel.
Oh.
Back in the day, when people sent saltine crackers that was in a barrel, you would buy the crackers in the barrel, and it's called a Cracker Barrel.
I have never stepped foot inside of a Cracker Barrel.
You're missing out.
I don't think-
You're missing out.
I don't think that's true. I've had
The dumplings.
I don't think I can eat those. I've even before being vegetarian, never step foot in a Cracker Barrel. After becoming vegetarian, there's two things on that menu I can eat.
No, you can get the vegetable platter where you get 4 choices of your vegetable.
That's not true because the green beans have ham in them.
Then don't get the green beans. Get the carrots.
Oh, yum. I just go somewhere else.
People are driving in their car right now saying, "Aren't they supposed to be talking about movies?"
No, this is our cold open. We're going to talk about current events.
Well, Cracker Barrel is back, and all you can eat. Not really. Don't do that. They changed their menu because I was there last week and it was the old menu, and then I was there a few days later and it was the new menu.
Well, hold on.
Oh.
Hold on. You went to Cracker Barrel twice in a week? You're really...
I went once for
Dedicated.
breakfast and once for dinner.
So you have Cracker Barrel Google alerts. You were the first one to get the notification about them going back to the old logo.
I mean, somewhat, yes. So What else am I supposed to do with my life right now? Okay.
Fair.
Yeah, I think this is like when IHOP was like, what if we changed ourselves to the International House of Burgers?
Burgers.
And everyone was like, what the fuck? And then they're like, just kidding. Hey, this is like the
IHOB.
best. This is the best marketing Cracker Barrel could have ever given themselves.
You didn't realize how much you loved us before.
You pass by there on a Sunday after church, and I tell you what, that place is popping.
Oh, yeah.
There used to be one near where I lived, but it closed down. And now it's a Korean barbecue place. But you can tell it used to be Cracker Barrel.
Also, we are in no way sponsored by Cracker Barrel. I just want to point that out.
I already said that. Well,
Open to it.
Definitely. No, yes, we're open to it.
I used to get Cracker Barrel catering when I worked at my old job for like the Christmas dinner, and it took.
Oh my gosh! And every year you would text me. They know I'm vegetarian, and they didn't give me anything I could eat.
Every year. Until the last year I worked there, they
Yikes.
gave me a vegetarian plate, and it was just carrots and like apple something or other. And
Fried apples.
And plain mashed potatoes. And I was like, oh boy, I feel so treasured by this company. And then I was fired 3 months later.
Oh my god. The vendetta against Cracker Barrel.
All right. Well, as Christian said, pointedly, we are here today to talk about films.
Look, I'm talking to the old ladies in the car driving to their Pilates classes who are like, I thought this was a program about films. Or, I'm sorry, pictures.
No.
That's what we have in mind.
And me, I'm talking to John and I'm talking to Karen. Those are the two people I can put faces to that I know are listening. And they want to know.
These are all...
Well, they want to know
crazy that
what our lives, what we're doing with our lives right now.
These are all people that are tuning in because we talked about cruising. Those people going to their Pilates classes and their jazzercise.
And you know what? That is our audience. John and Karen plus 8.
Oh my god. Speaking of world news, they're back in the news.
Are they really?
They are.
God.
This is when Brett says, you spend too much fucking time at home.
Honestly,
you would know.
I know. At this point, give up the teaching career, and I'm just going to be a news reporter on entertainment.
Because I haven't heard about her ass since she was on Dancing with the Stars, and even then I didn't care.
Same.
Oh my god. Oh,
what happened to Octomom? Remember when we cared about Octomom?
She has a Lifetime program on now. Yeah, she is on Lifetime raising the kids.
Oh, well, good for her. Pay them bills, honey. Oh, and
somewhere to share my annoyance. I don't know.
All right. Well, on that note, we shall begin the program. Picture it. 1988. Ronald Reagan is still on his high horse, asleep in the Oval Office.
Does he remember any of it? Probably not.
He's dead.
No, I'm saying because he had early signs of dementia already in 88.
Fair enough.
Nancy sucking dick and he got dementia.
What was the thing about the jelly beans?
Oh, because he gave up cigarettes.
So he ate jelly beans.
Oh,
so it was a bad image for him to be smoking.
Oh, that's not as interesting.
And that concludes our political portion of the piece.
Anyway, 1988. After the success of the cult film Basket Case, Frank Henenlotter found some money to pull together to make the film we're talking about first, Brain Damage. Brain Damage is a bit of a body horror flick, but also kind of a psychological one as well. We follow this young man, Brian, because if you put those two letters around, you get brain. Get it? You get it? You following? um,
Toby! Toby!
oh my god.
I'll text you. That makes more sense. Okay.
Oh my god. Okay, Brian, takes place in late 80s New York. Brian lives in this kind of sleazy-ish apartment building with his brother. But we are actually introduced to the people who live in the same apartment, this old couple. And they're just like talking lovely to each other, talking about exotic meats and whatnot. And they're like, "Oh, well, we found this for Elmer. We're gonna go feed him." And they go into the bathroom and find out whoever Elmer is, he is gone. And this woman is screaming like I don't know if she has any other acting credits. There's none on Letterboxd. Scream Queen. She had some pipes on her. Um, and that's when we get to Brian's story. And he's the one that discovers there's blood in his bed because Aylmer, turns out, is this little guy, just like, imagine a dildo, but the dildo's got a little smile and little beady eyes, and that's Aylmer. And he speaks like a nice little mid-Atlantic gentleman.
He's very polite.
He's very polite. I was thinking, I was like, I would listen to him read an audiobook. Like, he would be very good at it, I think.
He would. The
Anyway.
voice was very unexpected.
But Brian realizes that Elmer can do things for him by injecting this like blue juice into his brain and makes him hallucinate, and he's like having the best trip of his life. However, there is a sacrifice that needs to be made in terms of feeding brains to Aylmer. Aylmer needs fresh brains from human beings. He does not want grocery store bought brains like the old couple were giving him. And so that goes on to basically Brian going out onto the streets, trying to find victims for Aylmer so he can get his fix. His brother and his girlfriend are both concerned about him. They don't know what to do for him. But then soon Brian starts to be like, maybe I should give this up. But then Aylmer's just a little too wrapped around his finger to get him out of that. And yeah, that's it. Am I forgetting a plot point?
Not really. I
Not
mean, you
really.
covered the big chunk of it.
Yeah.
Did you mention the girlfriend and the brother hooking up on the side?
Oh, I did forget about that.
It's a little side piece, but they're involved too.
And then like Aylmer has like an entire backstory that's pretty thorough. It's not like a random thing.
That's true. He is like an ancient being who is like kind of a god.
He's cute.
He's cute. You get why you would let him into your life. He's very much like a toxic relationship in that way. Just, he's a cute boyfriend. The anal's pretty good. And then you get hooked.
Good.
I swear to God, every time he attaches into himself, I'm like, oh, Brian is preparing himself for the dicking of his life. That's what it looks like.
I mean, it is a tiny little hole.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yeah.
Brett, have you seen this before?
I have not. These are both first-time watches for me.
Oh,
I do.
wow.
I forgot I told Christian to watch this a long time ago.
Yeah, I'm shocked it's been like 5 years. Because I thought it was a few years ago, but it's been 5 years. I mean, I liked it on this time around even more, I think. Because I really had to focus on things. And kind of reading the background info on how it's like inspired by the director's cocaine addiction.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh yeah, that makes so much sense to this.
Mm-hmm.
But in a fun way and in a murdersome way. And like the part where Aylmer's in his pants
Mm-hmm.
and like he's with the lady and then shit happens and Toby and I were like laughing. But at the same time, it's like the most grotesque thing you could think of.
Oh, for sure.
That
Yeah,
scene
like
is
like
insane.
Nancy Reagan win, you know?
Yeah, this is when it first came out, it was 3 or 4 scenes were like censored. So I'm glad we got to see the full thing nowadays.
Also,
Yeah.
like the beginning of this movie just kind of happens,
Mm-hmm.
like,
Oh, it's like
but
a cold open.
right, but like I guess there's deleted stuff which everybody can read on IMDb or whatever. But I think that just adds to the layer of this is so cheaply made, but at the same time, like the budget went to the puppet
Mm-hmm.
and the special
Mhm.
effects there because the puppet is very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like that thing gets creepy, but like I keep saying,
Yeah.
he is the cutest little scamp ever.
Like with that one scene where he eats someone's brains and he just like looks at the camera and smiles. I'm like, come on, guys. He can't be that bad.
Or when he's dancing in the sink,
Mm-hmm.
even though he's being a shithead, he's like, okay, he's a shithead, but he looks kind of cute.
Also, the actress that's like the older neighbor who originally has him, by the way, her name was Lucille Dwyer, and she passed away in 2007. And let's see, I'm just going to read some of her stuff here from her obit. She was highly respected for her skills in speech, voice, and acting. She taught at Stella Adler Theater, which is like, it's good stuff. Public speaking at Brandeis University, the Screen Actors Guild United Jewish Appeal, working with executive chairman for 10 years. She starred in over 60 off-Broadway and Broadway shows, the Hallmark Hall of Fame, As the World Turns, and other TV shows. Like,
Oh, okay. So this is like her
there you
only
go.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why
It is her only movie.
it's like the only credit I saw on Letterboxd. So that's interesting. Oh, good for her.
Yeah. It's her only movie, and her IMDb picture is the scene of Aylmer eating her brain.
Oh my god.
Lovely. Like, they're just funny
I-
too, like the cold open too, where her and the husband are just like, they're doing the, what is it, the foam and stuff.
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah.
Alka
It's like,
Seltzer.
Have-
it's like, okay, lady,
Mhm.
what's going on here?
Yeah. It really jumps in with that. Even the Brian stuff, it really just jumps in. There's not much background information.
But I own the Arrow Blu-ray, so I got to see all the the little documentary featurettes they added with it, and the people who worked on it really liked it. I really was interested in the guy who was like in charge of the animation special effects, because he did like anytime Aylmer, you could tell when it's like a little stop motion-y. He also did like
Mhm.
all the lightning effects. And it was really funny because in his, special feature, he was talking about, he was getting so tired of drawing lightning that he was spelling out higher whatever his name was, grade FX in the lightning. So I guess if you really slowed it down, you would be able to see it, but subliminally, I think he wasn't getting that message across. But yeah, so yeah, the movie is definitely about addiction, and I looked into Hannah Lauder said, of course, what like Christian said, it was about his cocaine addiction, but Hannah Lauder wanted to make it a little more broad, and he said it was more about escapism. But he said drug use was an easy, like, visual metaphor to use in this sort of sense, of course. Which I think is interesting as well, because I think that also adds to it being like the peak of like HIV and like, the character, the way Aylmer infects Brian, it's very sexual. And a lot of things are very sexual in this movie. So I think it does lean a bit into thinking about HIV in this era and how some people would just be having sex even though they knew it would be dangerous. And I think That does give way into way that, like, Aylmer wouldn't leave Brian and then go into another host and kill that host. And I think that makes that metaphor a bit apt.
Mhm. Yeah, that makes sense. There are a number of scenes I think that point to that. One being like the shower scene where Brian is like looking for another host for Aylmer, and you've got this like buff guy with a porno stash,
Mhm.
and it's just kind of like watching him shower for a little bit, and that's not even the victim.
No.
It's
No,
just kind of thrown
he
in.
looks like almost Tom of Finland, like, body shape.
You've even got the scene of like the ancestral scene where he is kind of like imagining having sex with his brother and his girlfriend thrown in there too. So there's a lot of that in the movie.
I mean, even, like, when he goes into the shower, it looks very much like how a character who was, like, suffering from HIV at the time would look, which is, like, at
Mm.
the time, you know, a lot of people were just getting sick, either if it was from drug use or if you had HIV, so I think that's how I just when the visual metaphor just really overlaps for me between the 2. And on top of Hennon Lauder being a queer filmmaker and his flamboyance being so alive in the film.
It's interesting you picked this one, and then of course with like our second one, but it very much connects to cruising,
Mhm.
which like obviously the New York setting and the fucking grime of New York and everything, but like what we keep talking about, like sex and drugs and queer culture and all that, like you connected this very well.
And Babe Pig in the City. There were puppets in that city.
Oh yeah, there you go.
This is true.
Which means shit. Now I got to connect all mine.
I don't know how to connect our next movie to all 3 of them, but we'll see.
Brett, did you even like this movie? Because I didn't see any review from you lately.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah. Okay.
I keep y'all in the dark on those.
I know.
No, not really, because I have access to your little sheet. And
Oh,
even I didn't
That's
see it
true.
on there either.
I did put it on. Oh, did I not put it on there yet? Oh.
No, it's not on there.
Oh. Yeah, I did like it. I would give it like 3.5 stars.
Oh,
So
that's too low. That's way too low.
with your 4.
Brett
It's
gave
a fun movie. I don't know shit.
Brett gave Babe Pig in the City 4 stars, so he's good in my book.
There we go.
Damn.
There we go. No, I did enjoy it. I really like the 80s of it. And like right from the beginning with that score that is like that typical 80s horror film score, but is really
it's
effective.
Such a good score.
It's so good. Especially in the beginning where like I don't even know necessarily what the movie. I mean, I knew what the movie was about, but we don't know anything yet, and it kicks in, and it's just like, oh, some crazy shit is about to go down.
It does that thing with like old scores. It's like, doodly, doodly, and I'm like, that's good shit.
Yeah, it just hits.
Movies don't do that anymore.
But yeah,
Oh,
sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead. It's fine.
It had that nice balance of like, it is freaky, very weird, and also just like straight up goofy and comedic at times, especially in the performances. There are some of those moments where I'm like, I wouldn't call it a good performance, but the way it's delivered is effective because it matches the weirdness and the humor. Like the ending shot, or that shot towards the end where Brian has blown off whatever has grown on his head, and his brother comes in, and this brother has been disinterested the whole movie. He's just gonna be like, yeah, my brother, we'll find him, whatever. I'm sure he's fine.
He's over
and
it.
he walks in and he's like, Brian. And it's just such a funny moment where like nothing in the movie led up to that, but like you got the dance scene with Brian going like absolutely haywire on the dance floor.
Love that.
So I respect that the movie goes for it. It all feels very intentional with how cartoonish it is at times.
Are I really want a sequel to this, and I kept thinking that there is one to this, but that's Basket Case, right?
Yeah, there's 3 Basket Case movies.
See, and there's only one of this.
Basket Case is just like that was his like once it got to video shelves, people were obsessed with it, and midnight showings and stuff. And so when he came out with Brain Damage, it wasn't received super highly because people were like, "Well, we want more Basket Case," and he was like, "Oh, I'm okay." And so then he made Basket Case 2 right after this.
And you like Frankenhooker a lot.
I love Frankenhooker. I like the Basket Case movies too, but I think this is my favorite of his movies.
Would any of you take Elmer's juice?
Oh, I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass.
I think Brett would. Some of us are pure, so.
Mm. Loser. What?
Wow.
No. Anyway, back to when Brett was talking about like the tone of the film. That's what I really appreciate this because it's like it could either be a silly movie about nothing, which you could throw a dart in a video store back then and you could easily find any of those of the horror genre just sitting in the VHS area, but I like appreciate that it takes like this genre and has something to say because I feel like people like filmmakers today are too afraid to be like in the horror genre especially like you either have popcorn entertainment or it's elevated horror. And like the elevated horror, you can't have too much fun with it because it's about super serious things.
Trauma, 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 more
Trauma.
trauma.
Over and over again.
Trauma. Um And it's like, "Oh, okay." And it's I don't know, I just wish filmmakers would be just comfortable enough to be really weird, but also still have something to say that isn't just trauma. Because I think
Yeah.
at this point, even trauma is just I liked, oh, fuck, what was it called?
Bring her back.
Bring Her Back. Um, I did like that movie, but at the same time, I'm like, I do wish it was something about not trauma.
Yeah.
Which is not
Same.
exactly the movie's fault if you, like, watch it in a vacuum, but it's like,
Yeah. But I think
Yeah.
like the advent of things like Shudder and any other horror, because there's more than just Shudder as a
Mhm.
streaming service. But like thankfully for them, and I guess audiences too, like you're able to discover these weird sort of like as we keep saying, trauma-based horror movies that are like this, that are still they're fun, but they have
Mhm.
something to say that you're like, oh, so that's what that was actually talking about.
Mhm. For sure.
This is where boutique labels, like physical media labels, are really valuable too. Because
Okay, can we talk about them? Because
Go for it.
fuck them. Like, sponsor us, cool, by all means. But why are you want media to stay alive? Why are you fucking charging me like $50 for
Fair.
a movie? Okay,
Fair.
I sent you something last week, Brett, and I said the exact same thing. $75 for like a movie.
Yeah, some of those are crazy.
Like-
Like, you keep adding things to the package, and it's like, we don't want those we just want the movie. What if we just want the
Yeah.
movie?
I think it was Imprint did Scorsese's New York, New York. And I've been
Oh.
like trying to collect all the Scorsese movies. They only have like one edition and it's literally $80 and comes with I'm like, this is Scorsese's worst movie. I'm not paying $80 for this.
Mm.
But yeah. I
KB,
mean,
if you're listening, hook us up.
I will say,
True.
I bought New York, New York from a Dollar Tree for $1.
There you go.
It was on
That's
DVD.
I bought my
swell
copy
purchase.
at Sam's, and it's a 2-disc.
Wow.
I think I got mine on eBay. It was not the Imprint one, obviously. But where I was going with the boutique thing is I will, and this was released by Arrow, as you mentioned, Zay. I will like scan their website sometimes, like looking at what all they got. And a lot of it is movies like this, low budget horror movies that are a little bit weird and creative, and some of which that I've never even heard of before. So I think they have a role in that too, which is cool.
And, like, the featurettes that came with it were longer than the movie.
Nice.
And it's like, they care to put into the time into this, because it had like one documentary that was like 54 minutes, but then it had like, here's this one person talking about this specific thing, and some like older stuff too. And then I didn't listen to the commentary, but it was just Frank Henenlotter talking. And probably the next time I watch the movie, I'll listen to that.
Also, boutique labels love you, sponsor us. Synapse Films, even though I'm about to rag on you, I found it. I found the text. It's The Deadly Spawn, which is like another type of low budget horror movie from the 80s that's maybe 80 minutes long and is literally like, Zay, you've probably seen this.
Mm-hmm.
It's $65 for like less than 90-minute movie. Like, boutique people, come on. Also, not basket case. What is this movie called? Brain dead, brain damage, whatever. Like, I looked. You can't find it on Arrow now because I was like, shit, I want this.
Oh,
Oh
really?
no.
That
Maybe it'll.
sucks.
I bought it through Barnes and Noble's last sale, their last Arrow sale.
I added it to my basket, so after we're all done here, I'm going to see if it actually is like a thing, because they're having their 50% for that now.
Fun fact though, one of the people who worked on the special effects for this movie did The Deadly Spawn. That's a movie where I wish there was more worm action.
I'll show you more worm action.
Oh my god. Did I have anything else to say before we move on? I like that the movie's palette was just blue. Like, it committed to blue, like, the entire film.
That was another thing that reminded me of Cruising, in a way.
Oh,
They
yeah.
kind of had a similar style. This one much more, like, pronounced, for sure. But
Brett's reminded of Cruising. Mm-hmm.
We're going to be 60 episodes from now, and Brett will still be bringing up Cruising. We're like, hey, Brett.
Do you got something you want to say? Haley, come here.
So have either of y'all seen the Basket Case movie?
I've seen the first one, but I don't remember it.
Oh, so did y'all clock the Basket Case cameo?
Well, obviously, because I read the fun facts.
I read about it.
Fair enough. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, it's very prevalent, though, like the cameo. Like,
yeah.
You're not going to miss it.
No. But it was just funny that he was like, I'll throw that in there, make people happy.
That is one, though, because I'm not familiar with Henenlotter. I think this is the first movie I've seen of his, but Basket Case was the other movie of his that I had like heard of and sounded interesting. So
yeah, that one is like,
want to check it out.
Dirt budget, cheap. Like, most of that movie takes place in his apartment of him just arguing with his little creature brother. But it's
Zay,
weird.
Have you ever dressed as Aylmer for drag shows?
No, but it's inspiring to think about now.
There you go. I put that in there. Put that in the universe.
I'm a little too curvy for that. I'm going to have to lose a couple pounds, look a little skinny for it. All right. And then listeners, if you don't know what Aylmer looks like, I hope you Googled it by now, because I love him.
Somebody's going to type in Elmer, and they're going to get like Elmer Fudd.
It's Aylmer.
I was reading, I think it was the same person you were talking about, Zay, like the person who did all the visual effects and stuff. And he was saying that like their inspirations were, as you mentioned, a black dildo, but also like a turd. And I'm like, mission accomplished. That is exactly what it looks like. So
it was also fun in the like that guy had like pulled out old Aylmer models that he had like hidden in his attic. It was really fun.
You can find this on Canopy or Tubi. Tubi, sponsor us.
They got Looney Tunes money, so they can sponsor us.
This is true. I was like, going back to the whole how horror movies these days, especially ones with things on their mind, are so often about trauma and grief and stuff. With this one being very explicitly about drug use, like it is like abundantly clear while watching it. I did like how it went about that, because the first time that Brian goes through that, you can like sense the euphoria. You can see like what he's seeing, all the colors, and he's like, this is so new. We don't know a whole lot about Brian, but like he does feel like someone who is looking for some sort of escape. And then the withdrawal scene is pretty brutal. Besides Aylmer, sitting in the sink and dancing and making fun of Brian and like adding that into it, it's kind of tough to watch. So I found it really effective in how it balances both of those, and you can see why Brian comes back to it in the end.
All right. Did it get nominated for any Oscars? No. I'm sure they didn't even have money to submit such a thing.
That would be wild.
But anyway, our next film.
Oh my God.
When I told Christian, he said that exact same thing. Even though when he initially saw it, he gave it a 3.5 with a heart.
And you know what? I gave it a 3.5 again.
Oh.
Because it was pretty entertaining.
So did I, both times. This is from Auteur Andy Serkis.
Oh my God, shut the fuck up.
We're going to talk about his filmography. Hold on.
I didn't want to talk about that.
But this film is 21. That's why. Okay. Venom, Let There Be Carnage. A movie that I think has gotten really bad reputation. I think the series as a whole, people kind of shit on, which I kind of understand with that first movie and that third movie. But this one, it's nice. I like it. It does look like shit sometimes, but I think Tom Hardy arguing with himself throughout the 90-something, and it's only 97 minutes. That's what's great. Too many of these superhero movies, way too fucking long. 97 minutes. What a joy. But
Eddie.
there's just like so much personality in this movie that I really love. And how did y'all watch this, by the way? I found this on Archive.
I had to get it from the library.
Same.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot to get mine from the library. And then when I Googled it, I was like, oh, it's on Archive? Cool.
The fact it's on Archive.
That's wild.
It's been there since last year. No one's taken it down.
My God, there's room for everyone.
And it looked good. Like, they put up the really nice version of it on there. So yeah, I did see this in the theater when it came out, even though I didn't care for the first Venom movie, sans when Michelle Williams becomes She-Venom. That's one of the best scenes in movie history, I think. It's just good. I felt like...
Wait, which Michelle Williams?
Well, you'll have to watch the movie to find out. Closest thing I've gotten to being attracted to a cisgender woman is Michelle Williams as She-Venom. I'm the monster fucker of the three of us, I think.
I guess.
And also,
wait, so She-Venom is in the first one too?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember the first. I only saw it once. And when we went to go see it, it was me and KB. We went to the IMAX, and they were like, oh, we're not going to show you the IMAX presentation because it's not working right now. We're going to show you the regular presentation on the IMAX screen.
Wow.
Oh.
That sucks.
So, like, the aspect ratio was very much off.
That's brutal.
And then I was like, well, okay, there we go.
Yeah, I saw it like right after I got broken up with my boyfriend at the time, and I was just like so upset and mad at the world. I was like, this movie fucking sucks. Hate everything. Nothing good in this world. And then I rewatched it right before seeing Let There Be Carnage, and then I was like, this is an okay movie. It's not good. Like, there's the good things is Tom Hardy arguing with himself. And then there's a bunch of superhero movie bullshit, a scientist, and Jenny Slate as a scientist. I'm like, why are you here, Jenny Slate? You're too funny.
Yeah, I don't remember her being in it either.
Yeah, same. Evidently Riz Ahmed is in it. Like,
I don't remember that either. remember almost nothing about that movie.
Oh, but yeah, so this one was a very fun turn for me. I don't know. It's just, I don't think anyone meant it to be so kind of gay coded, but it feels like the movie to me feels like a gay couple arguing throughout the film.
Can I
Between
just say that Venom 1 is on Disney Plus, Venom 3 is on Netflix, and this one, Archive.
it's actually on Stars, but I don't have Stars, so. But that
Same.
is weird that they've divvied them up like that. But yeah, so Tom Hardy plays Eddie Brock, and he also does the voice of Venom, a alien parasite that attached itself to him.
It's a symbiote.
Sorry.
If we're gonna
Using
be technical.
technical comic book terms, he is a symbiote. Oh, also too, all 4 of my films have literature roots. That's all I got to connect them all. Because we didn't talk about how Brain Damage, they used the Faust, like,
Oh, yeah, I did read that.
outline
Yeah.
for these. So that's all I got. And here comes Christian the teacher saying comic books don't count as literature.
Yes, they do.
Thank you.
Sometimes.
Moving
Sometimes.
on. Sometimes. So it's taking off from the last movie, which I don't remember the plot of the last movie anyway, either other than they become Venom. And there's scientists out there that want the Venom serum, and they're like, no, you can't have it. And then, yeah, that's it. You don't need to watch the first Venom if you haven't, even though it's somehow one of the top grossing movies of all time. Probably because of China.
You know, it's because A Star is Born was never number 1 because of Venom.
That's crazy.
The Lady Gaga version. Yeah, they came out the same day.
I'm
I
going
think
and
I s-
adjusting
I
my
think-
rating right now.
I think I saw them on the same day. And I was also like, the Star is Born, I was like, this is good, but I don't think I like it. I have revisited, and I do quite like it.
Oh, good.
I was just having a bad day.
I guess.
Anyway, so yeah, where does this all start? Basically in Eddie Brock's apartment.
No, it doesn't.
What?
There's a prologue.
Oh, I don't remember the prologue.
Oh, with Cletus.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. It
Cletus
does-
With
and friends.
With some random boy who has the voice of Woody Harrelson. And he's like, my dear, together, we will be together forever.
Okay, my first 2 notes on this movie, Cletus, question mark, in all caps. I did not realize that's the character's name. It's very funny to me. And second note, this guy in the beginning is really trying to sound like Woody Harrelson.
I hate when movies do that. I think the only exception is A League of Their Own. I don't know. It just works there for some reason. But no, that's like, I had to rewind it a second because I'm like, wait. Wait.
Yeah.
And then there's like, it's him and his girlfriend, and she gets taken. And I'm like, oh, she going to Professor X. Clearly not the case.
No, they
She's
don't have the
locked up.
rights
He's
to
locked
that.
up. Right. She's locked up. He's locked up. Okay, now we're part of Zay's little. It starts at Eddie. Blah blah blah.
Okay, well, sorry. I did not remember. Clearly, I don't care as much about the Carnage plot line. Anyway, so yeah. They're in his apartment. They're fighting about how Venom wants to eat brains, and then Eddie's like, but we have these chickens here I got for you. And then the chicken's name are Sonny and Cher, which I love. Because Venom named them Sonny and Cher, which I want to know how much American pop culture he's consumed and how far he's gotten just to get to Sonny and Cher.
Also, I want to say I found a text between you and me from October 2nd, 2021, which should have been this movie. And I said Venom was good. It only has a mid, no post. And you said, I'll have to see it next week.
Thank you.
I don't know.
We're going to have a segment every episode where Christian somehow finds a years old text related to one of the movies.
Well, how heavy
be
is your
great.
how much storage does your cloud hold?
October 2nd, I told Brett Venom was good. He said shook. I said, hey, man, it was action-packed in that 90 minutes. And Brett said, maybe I'll see it. I'm watching everybody's talking, ... now.
And he never did until now.
I never did.
But yeah, so, and then Eddie Brock is a journalist, and he gets the exclusive story with Cletus. Cletus, who turns out to be a serial killer. Yeah, they try to do a whole, like, Silence of the Lambs thing. It's weird. Not very effective, but whatever. But that's when Venom sees, like, his plans etched out on a jail cell wall, memorizes them, draws them out later. And then Michelle Williams comes in. I think, I don't know. The plot's a little not important. Michelle Williams is Eddie Brock's ex. I forget her name. It's fine. But basically, she's announcing she's now engaged to be married. And that
Her name
kind of
is
shakes.
Anne.
Anne! That's right. It kind of shakes up Eddie's world. He's like, I'm so happy for you. And then she's like, don't lie to me. Is that alien still around? He's like, no, Venom's dead. And she's like, bullshit. And she knows Venom's still alive. And then he revisits Cletus when Cletus is about to go on death row. And Cletus bites Eddie and receives a bit of the symbiote blood. And
Why are you questioning this? When did you watch this movie?
today.
Oh my god!
It says something about the strengths of the movie and the weaknesses.
Because he bites him and he's like, Eddie, there's something different about you. This is my best Woody Harrelson impersonation.
You also have to know Woody Harrelson is wearing the most ridiculous, like, red hair wig this entire time.
Do you know his dad was associated with the Kennedy assassination? But that's for a different podcast.
And remember when he went on that weird anti-vaccine rant on SNL?
Oh my god.
And then backed it up like a year later.
Anyway. His career is still going well, right?
Yeah, he's in Now You See Me, Now You Don't coming up.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We all asked for that movie. Did I ever see the sequel? I don't know if I did.
I know I didn't.
Anyway,
I went.
that's our next podcast. But yeah, so then Cletus gets the power of the symbiote and escapes from his
Cell.
execution. Well, he's about to be executed, and that's when he gets out with his...
They literally put the injection in him, and Carnage is like, huh, nope.
Yes, he is now Carnage. I don't know... How do they say how do these alien names come about? I don't remember. It's just very funny.
I think he just says it at some point.
Sure. Then Cletus goes and breaks out his girlfriend, Echo, I believe is her name.
Shriek.
Oh,
is it
Shriek.
It's
Yeah,
Shriek.
it's Shriek.
Okay.
Her
I
name
think
is
Echo
Frances.
is another Marvel.
Yeah, you're
character.
right. Anyway. Naomi Scott? Harris. Naomi Harris.
Harris.
Right. Lord, I'm not doing great. They're two different actresses, similar names, whatever. Naomi Harris. Lord. Okay, I'm back. Breaks out Naomi Harris, and then he's like, but in the midst of all that happening, Eddie and Venom go through a breakup, and Venom's finally just like, fine, and then just detaches himself from Eddie and goes into a different guy, and then he's like just jumping bodies. And then Venom ends up at a rave. The rave scene is my favorite scene. Because Venom is just Venom. He just looks like Venom out in the public. It's like I think it's Halloween, and that's why everyone's just like, "Oh my god, your costume's so cool!" And then Venom gets on the stage, and it's just like, it's okay to be different. We should be able to love each other, and we shouldn't hate aliens. And and he's like, what did he say? In that scene, he says, "I am out of the Eddie closet."
Yeah.
I'm
Oh
like,
my god.
okay, we're saying it out loud now. And I think he should have got a boyfriend in that scene, but that's okay.
Because I'm a real boy, and you're just an alien parasite, or whatever that line is.
Amoeba.
Amoeba. I
That's-
like that line.
Oh, it's something they say very early in the film that I also liked was Eddie saying to Venom, "You're always nitpicking," and I'm like, that's such a couple thing to say. And even Anne's fiance even acknowledges, like, you guys need to go to couples counseling. And I think it's beautiful, a gay couple can be a guy and his alien symbiote.
Toby, did you hear that?
But yeah, so blah blah blah. Anne finds Venom. Venom gets back to Eddie. They fight Carnage. Blah blah blah.
Well, you forgot that there's like a revenge plot too. Like the cop.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that's the whole thing.
he's
And then
there.
like Woody Harrelson, he's like, "Let there be carnage," and I turned the movie off.
And then what was that one? Fuck. Nope, lost that thought. It's gone.
And then there's a mid-credit scene.
I don't remember the mid-credit scene.
Oh, it's one of the best scenes.
I think
It's not.
Yes, it is.
Because it sets up absolutely nothing.
Okay, that part sucks. But the lead up to that part is them sitting in
I
bed
did see that. Yeah.
watching some reality show. I'm not sure which one it was.
It was in Spanish.
And that's right. And Venom says Maximiliano's feelings are not being validated. Best line of the movie. It is the best line of the movie. And that's okay. So I agree that the best part of this movie, and I'm sure the best one, the first one too, I don't remember it, but the best part of this movie is the Eddie and Venom dynamic. It is them two being this sort of odd couple. However, that being said, I think the movie has a bit of a Venom problem in that Venom is really funny when he's doing things like that are unexpected, like going to the club, naming the chickens Sonny and Cher. There's some of that in the movie, and when that happens, I think it works. A lot of the movie is just him throwing in little quirks when Eddie is out in the real world. And I find that just incredibly annoying. To me, that is Deadpool humor. That is like Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool humor. And that does not work for me whatsoever. Some of that reminded me of Deadpool, and I was like, oh no, oh my God. But when it's unexpected, like I said, when he's going to the dance club, when he's talking about Maximiliano and his feelings, that's funny. They should lean into that more.
Alternate title for this movie was Venom, Love Will Tear Us Apart.
Oh.
I do agree with you on that. And I mean, I recently, within the last couple months, saw the third one. And it's mostly just a bunch of that. And it's really annoying.
Yeah, no,
Like,
that
okay,
one's like...
It's like, we get it. You're together. You can be LOL. Okay, more quips, more quirks. Cool. What's your point?
I don't
Yes.
disagree there, especially because I felt, at least in that one, it felt like, okay, we're just doing this, and then Tom Hardy's like, well, do I get to, do any jokes? And they're like, well, ADR something later.
Tom
'Cause
Hardy is very good.
Mhm.
He's funny.
Which is also to say, Andy Serkis in this film, he's a... I don't know what his position is in this movie, but
He's a director.
A director? He's the director. Yes. I meant his character is like, I don't know. He's Eddie's boss, I think.
Andy Serkis is in this movie?
Is he
I
not?
totally missed that.
He's not in this
was.
movie.
He's not in this
No,
movie?
he's not in this movie.
I do not remember him being in this, but
Hold on. Then why is he in the next one?
Because he might be in the next one as his boss?
No, hold on.
No, he's the villain of the next one.
Not really.
It says Venom, The Last Dance, as Null, a supervillain.
Oh, okay. Kinda, sure. Wait, who am I thinking of then? I'm confusing him and Stephen Graham.
Motherfucker.
oh, the
As
agent,
Detective
the cop.
Mulligan?
Yeah. They look alike.
No, they don't.
Yes,
I
they
don't
do.
see it.
Let me have this.
One of them played Gollum.
Hey, this guy, he did. Who was he in Rocket Man?
He was in Adolescence, the big Netflix hit of the year
He played
that
Dick
I told you
James.
both to watch.
Played Dick James in Rocket Man. I remember Dick
He's playing
James.
Bruce Springsteen's dad in this movie coming up.
Did we need another one?
Wow. No.
Another movie? Just stop making them. We're done.
While we're on
Anyway.
the casts, sorry, go ahead.
Sure. No, you had something better to say.
No, I really don't. I was just going to say that I hope Michelle Williams and Naomi Harris got paid a lot of money for this.
Not enough, I don't think, because
Probably not.
don't show up in the third one.
Because you know the thing that I do remember from the first one is that, and I really hate saying this, is like the only time I'll say this about her. I remember her not being good in it. I think that's why I hate that movie so much, because it's a movie that Michelle Williams is not very good in. And I think she's better here. But I mean, talk about just being thrown in, you know? So much of it just like feels like there's nothing there. And Naomi Harris, I mean, if she feels like too significant of an actress for that role to me.
So what you're saying is this movie does not handle its female characters well.
Not really.
For the sake of the male-loving male relationship in the center.
I looked at her thing on Wikipedia. It says that she had more of an input in the first movie for her like characterization. So,
Oh, Michelle.
Well,
She's not. I don't know. I need to I don't need to rewatch that one. I'm just kidding. Leave it at that.
wow.
I think what's interesting is like coming up with these double features now. It's just like these seem like two fun movies to put together, and then when we come to like talk about the two of them, I'm like, huh. Well,
Weren't you going to talk about Andy Serkis's directions?
yes. Thank you, Christian.
Welcome. I have his letterbox open, and I was like, "Can we get to this?"
Well, this was his first. No, it was not his first. This was his second film.
No,
Really? No.
Third.
this is his
Third?
third.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
A movie called Breathe is first in 2017. It's about a man who
No, that's
gets
the one I've
polio
seen.
with Andrew Garfield
It's
and Claire
bad.
Foy.
It's so bad.
Bunch of boys. And then he directs Mowgli, Legend of the Jungle Book.
Which I don't. Did anyone see that?
I don't
I
remember that movie coming out.
didn't. Oh, I got a screener for it way back when. And then he directs this. And then he directed that's coming this year, supposedly, question mark, although I've heard that for the past 10 years, is Animal Farm with Seth Rogen, Woody Harrelson, Kieran Culkin, Glenn Close, good for her, Kathleen Turner. I'm sold there. I'm sold there.
As
Steve Buscemi?
Benjamin.
Laverne Cox
Laverne
is
Cox.
Snowball. Who's Snowball? Isn't Snowball like the horse or the pig? Okay, no Animal Farm fans here.
I think Snowball's one of the pigs. right?
And then directing The Hunt for Gollum.
Okay, but you also... We need to go back to Animal Farm, because there
Yeah.
are reviews for this film on Letterboxd.
So it exists.
Yes, it exists.
Oh, there's footage out there.
I think it's been, it's had, releases. It's not being released here until 2026. But yeah, the top review: fart jokes in a George Orwell adaptation was not something I expected or needed.
Yeah, I also didn't expect to see... I mean, I'm looking at the writers on IMDb. George Orwell and Nicholas Stoller. Did not expect to see those two names together for the writing credits on a movie.
What has Nicholas Stoller written?
Yes Man, The Muppets, Bros, Neighbors 2, Zoolander 2. And
He's
Muppets
one of Seth
Most
Rogen's
Wanted.
friends.
I'm giving you my best Randy Quaid from Christmas Vacation impression. That's the gift that keeps on giving. With George Orwell, that's what this country needs right now.
But apparently, the biggest thing about this is, they try to make it very kid-friendly.
For Animal Farm?
Yes!
Yeah. And the animation does not look great either.
You know what I had to watch once? It was post, Babe. They tried to do, a live-action with animal puppets version of Animal Farm.
Oof.
I remember that because I saw it on, a VHS. It's like a Hallmark movie.
Is it?
Before Hallmark was like, Whispers of the Heart, or Left My Coco at the Club.
Whispers of the Heart is a Studio Ghibli movie, but okay.
Is it really? My apologies to Studio Ghibli out there. Please sponsor us.
But yeah, I don't remember it, but it was not good. I do remember that much. So yeah, adapting Animal Farm should be a lot easier, you'd think, but
You would also think that he doesn't have to direct because he's our motion capture.
He's one of one.
Master.
And yet, something's not filling that void for him. And it's these awful... When Venom, Let There Be Carnage is your best movie.
Yeah.
You need to reevaluate yourself.
Which I guess it would sound very blasé, but it's entertaining enough to watch it.
It is. I focus mostly on the negative so far, but I don't think it's a bad movie. I don't necessarily think it's a good one either. But
I remember, we watched it Sunday, and there's a part where Venom is or Eddie or Venom, whatever, I was like, you're just the parasite. And then Toby is like, just like brain damage. There you go. There's your connection.
The very obvious connection you figured out as soon as I said what this I don't know. Yeah, all thinking about is this brain damage. It's the two are just commentaries, I guess, on codependency relationships and how they can be very toxic and then end to your demise, or you need to work on them. This is what I got.
I actually watched Venom first, and when I was watching Brain Damage and the first time Aylmer shows up from behind, kind of the same way Venom does in this movie, I was like, okay, I knew these would be similar, but it is kind of wild how similar they are in some ways.
A little bit. And I think Brain Damage was around before even the Venom character was. Oh, I guess not. Well,
it was probably pretty close, I would imagine.
So the black suit was 1984, and the first full appearance as Venom in 1988, the same year the movie came out. That's crazy.
Wow. That's wild.
You remember Topher Grace was the original Venom?
Which is so funny because, Sam Raimi did not want to have Venom in his movie, and the studio was like, well, you're putting him in.
Yeah. I was thinking as I was watching this, I was like, this would be fun if it was directed by Sam Raimi. And I was like, oh, wait, he did direct a Venom movie at one point. So.
I think that's something about, the CGI is not as fun as anything in Brain Damage. Because I was watching Venom and being like, the special effects are fine, but it gets to be a point where the goop is just goop. There's
Yes.
no heft to the goop. At least in Brain Damage, when there's goop in it, you can see that goop is on someone, and you feel a little like, ugh.
Our
Yeah.
apologies to the Goop Corporation and Gwyneth Paltrow.
Fuck Gwyneth.
But sponsor us.
Please sponsor us.
No, I think that the superhero stuff in this movie in general is not very good.
I don't think it's a superhero movie.
It's in the genre, though.
But it doesn't feel like one to me. Like, I'm not like, okay, he's going to go out and protect the world. He's just protecting like a handful
He
of folks
literally
in this
calls
one.
himself the Lethal Protector.
It's not affecting anybody else.
No.
The Venom versus Carnage stuff is not a strength of the movie. The one thing that works there is that Carnage calls Venom dad. And I find that very funny.
That was one of my favorite jokes too, of like when he says, I'm going to kill you, father. And then the priest that happens to be, because it's a wedding they're a part of, and the priest thinks he's the one that's going to get killed.
Yeah. Yeah, I also think that this movie should have been rated R.
Oh, for sure.
It wasn't for obvious reasons, but
that's
it would have
the
been so
thing,
much
is
better.
like, it's post Deadpool. It should have been.
This is very random, but there is no way Eddie Brock's TV is $2,000. That's like a 44-incher at best.
Hey, Best Buy over there.
Size queen.
This podcast
I
is
couldn't look
revealing
past
a
it.
lot.
No, it's a $2,000 TV, and I'm like, Eddie, you're getting screwed.
I mean, where does he live in New York? Is that set in New York?
I think it's like California. It's San Francisco, isn't it?
Yeah, San Francisco.
Oh, that's right. Well, that's an expensive place to live.
That's like one time I had a student who was like, I don't come to school on time because I like to sleep in my $100 bed. And I thought, $100 bed?
Damn.
My mattress is one of those roll-up ones, and it was like $7.
Damn, does the parent just like remind that kid how much his bed costs?
I guess.
Is it an everybody hates Chris situation there?
It's $1.15 of electricity. Brett, you don't understand that reference, do you?
I'm sorry, I was looking something up.
Wow. Chris Rock slapped again.
No, what I was looking up was Robert Richardson's filmography.
Who?
Because Robert Richardson, 3-time Oscar winner for Best Cinematography, did the cinematography for this movie.
Oh. What did he win for?
Hugo, The Aviator, and JFK.
Oh.
Okay, that's a... Ooh.
So he primarily works with like Scorsese, Tarantino.
Just say it. Just say men. Just say men.
Well, yeah, this was also directed by a man, but like this is a standout in his filmography. It does not fit in with everything else.
He did the cinematography for Breathe, the other Andy Serkis movie.
That's where it began.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, even the stuff that's not very good, it was still like trying to be prestige-y.
Yeah.
Like after this, he did the Will Smith Emancipation movie.
Oh my God.
But before this, it was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, so...
Yeah, I mean, there's like the shot where they burn down the old like children's home they lived in, and you see them kind of like dancing as they walk away with the flames behind them, and I'm like, that's one shot that a seasoned cinematographer shot.
I think he does like every movie with Oliver Stone when he used to do movies. Does Oliver Stone still do movies?
Debatable.
I feel like he has one coming, but I might be wrong. He is directing a movie called White Lies with Benicio del Toro. is a story that spans 3 generations and portrays a child of divorce who repeats his parents' mistakes in his own marriage with his troubled son.
Boring. He made a documentary called Lula that came out last year about a Brazilian president.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, there you go.
I hope everyone enjoys this podcast that has just turned into people looking at things on Wikipedia.
Please sponsor us.
Hopefully next month we'll do better with whatever Brett picks. Do we have anything else to say about Venom, Let There Be Carnage?
No, that's pretty much it.
It is fun. It's not a bad time, and it is short, so...
It says compare and contrast, discuss the themes. I think we figured that one out.
I mean, both movies are about, I want gay people to be arguing throughout a movie, but I like it a little more when they love each other, and it's not toxic.
It's beautiful.
It is.
So when thinking about these two movies, I think another good movie, Christian, you wrote here, Little Shop of Horrors. I think, yeah, that's a really good one.
Yes, both versions. Obviously, for me, particularly the musical version, because that's my jam. Which means, God damn it, now I probably can't pick that for a double feature later on.
Why not?
You totally could.
I think the musical version, especially like the Ronald Reagan bullshit of just like, I don't know, consumerism and just taking in as much as you want without consequence, and then there is consequence.
Plus murder.
Murder. And a puppet.
There you go.
Then you wrote here, You, Me, and Dupree.
I'm curious about this one.
Codependency!
Sure.
I saw that movie when it came out in 2006, okay? That's all I can tell you.
I never saw that movie. I just remember the trailer being like, I saw the trailer so many times. I was like, I would watch that. I think it's because like one of the guys is naked and like they kind of like show that they're not wearing clothes, and I was like, I'd watch that.
Oh my God.
Little early gay thoughts.
Basket Case is on here. We already talked about Basket
Mentioned
Case
that.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Somebody put on here Malignant, which I'm mad I did not think of that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I put that on there.
I would think if anyone talked to James Wan, he would like, he loves the movies of Frank Henenlotter. For sure.
Yeah.
James Wan, come on the podcast.
Oh. James Wan, please do original films again. Please, for the love of God, stop doing franchises. And The Substance, of course, also good. Obvious, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Makes sense.
Death Becomes Her.
In terms of a unknown substance of sorts.
I will never forget, I saw The Graduate at Can, and there was this guy in the audience. I don't know what his deal was. Maybe Tourette's or something. I won't diagnose him. Clearly, his friends were trying to keep him under wraps as best they could. God bless him. I thought it was entertaining nonetheless. Because he kept saying things during the movie. I didn't. Clearly, his friends were trying to keep him quiet, so I was like, okay, whatever. But before that movie, the trailer for The Substance came on, and he just shouts out, "Oh, it's Death Becomes Her!" And I'm like, he got it. I hope he saw it. I hope he had a good time.
The Death Becomes Her musical is pretty fun.
I've been hearing good things. Christian.
Okay, because somebody said when we were just talking about Venom about relationships that are toxic. So, ... any Hallmark movie with a lawyer from the big city and a shop owner in a small town. There you go.
I would watch a very Venom Christmas.
Eddie, I've got you a gift.
I didn't put this on there. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no. You go on with the... Well, no.
I didn't put this... Go for it.
Okay.
Oh, my God. Just somebody go.
But I was going to say, I really appreciate Tom Hardy's work in the films just because not only is he doing a funny voice for Venom, but he makes sure Eddie Brock doesn't have just a Tom Hardy voice. He, like, does something weird to it, too.
Yeah.
He does his weird American accent.
That's been a theme for him lately. He did that in the Bike Riders, too. I didn't think it
Oh, he
worked as well
did.
there. Yeah,
He
I
did.
think he did that in the Al Capone movie, too, but I didn't watch that.
same.
I'm Gotham's Reckoning.
All
Yeah,
right.
I didn't put this movie on the list, but
yeah.
if you're looking for a recent one that is very like straightforward about codependency, Together with Dave Franco and Allison Brie,
Mm-hmm.
it wears the codependency thing on its sleeve and is also a body horror movie. So
Make sure you see it with your loved one.
All right. Well, we've come to the end of our show. And
Oh
now
boy, here we go.
it is to be revealed. Brett, lay it on us.
Now,
What?
we have no knowledge of what this is going to be.
Yeah, we pretended last time,
Yeah.
but this time we really don't know.
And the only reason I'm going to shout these out is because I have headphones on and I want Toby to hear. Toby, we're about to announce what the movies are. He said, okay.
It's like the election is being announced.
okay,
Oh,
I'm kind of nervous
scared.
about this. I'm scared too.
Let the interns know.
So a little disclaimer before I say them.
Oh, Jesus.
I did not realize this until like a week after picking them, but the tone is a little bit similar to what we did in our first episode with Zay's pick, with Bay Pig in the City and Cruising. So that was not intentional. The way I went about this was I picked a theme or an idea that I wanted to pick two movies that kind of fit in different ways. And our first movie
Oh, my
is
God.
from 2009. It is Wes Anderson's Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Ooh. Fantastic Mr. Fox. I like that movie. Okay.
Off to a good start.
I was just thinking about that. You know, I want to share this now because I'm going to forget. But I watched the other day on Twitter how George Clooney went about doing the voices. I mean, the voice. I mean, not voices, but the voice, and like how they recorded some of his lines. So if you can remember, remind me of that, and I'll try and find it.
Sounds good.
Now it's just going to go downhill from here.
It very well might. I think you like this one too. I think you both like this one. Our second film is from 2013, and it is Denis Villeneuve's Prisoners.
Prisoners.
Okay.
What?
I'm seeing the vision.
I'm not.
I think it's funny that Brett picked a movie that I like a lot. Well, not a lot more, but definitely I like more than all the other movies I picked for my month. Like, if I had to
I
rank
was under a lot of
them,
scrutiny here. I had to pick good ones.
if I had to rank them, Fantastic Mr. Fox would be at the top.
I'm trying to connect what the theme is here. Revenge porn? Stealing people?
That'd be nice. I mean, I've seen Fantastic Mr. Fox recently, but I haven't seen Prisoners, wow, in over 8 years. So that'll be a nice return.
Wow.
It's my favorite Villeneuve film, so I'm pretty excited to get to it again.
Wow. Amy Adams once again found dead.
Again.
That's a solid number 2.
Well, everyone, thanks for coming. You can follow me on Letterboxd under the account Vanity Rex. You can follow me on most social media under Vanity Rex because it's much easier to have social media when you're wearing a wig. Brett, where can they find you?
You can find me on Letterboxd at bdoze, and you can now find me on Blue Sky. I created a Blue Sky just for this podcast. It's Brett
You should see him.
D17.
See his posts. He gets crazy on FCF.
You can find me on Letterboxd at Christian Alec 94. Christian as in Slater and Alec as in Baldwin. 94 Speaking of Alec Baldwin, that movie Rust, which you both know I got from the library, is like 2.5 hours.
Oh my
Ooh.
God.
And anyway, you can find this podcast on Blue Sky, and it is, again, grab a pen because I was told it had to be this. It couldn't be something short. It is MW Crop Circle DBLFT. That's the Blue Sky account. Have we posted anything? One thing, because one thing.
Well,
We're getting
we
there.
haven't posted these episodes yet, so it's like, whatever.
Soon.
As of this recording,
As of
it
this
probably will
recording.
be recorded. So there you go.
We're still buffing out kinks. Hopefully hopefully you heard theme song by now.
And if not, we'll get, I don't know, somebody to sing it.
You.
At first I was afraid. I was petrified.
Let's get Sheryl Crow. Well, she's not doing anything. All right. Well, remember, if you've got a parasite inside you, draw some boundaries. Have a good one.
Bye.
Farewell.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.